Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a thrifted refashion. It's a new series I'm starting on my channel called Trashy Treasures. So I just took this skirt that I got from the thrift store. It cost me 75 cents and I turned it into this super cute two-piece. So I'm starting off with the skirt here, and I just marked where I wanted to cut it. I put a pin right there in the middle, as you can see in the middle. I'm just straightening it out just so that it's all flat when I cut it. So I'm taking a taking chalk, marking where I want to cut it, and then I'm going to cut it with my shears. And then I just fold it over just so that the other side is as even as the first side that I cut. Why can't I talk? I never can talk when I do voiceovers. This is so stupid. Anyways, so then that's the skirt. I don't do very much to the skirt, as you'll see later, but I'm just going to take the excess, the bottom part of the jean fabric, the jean skirt. I'm going to make a top. I'm going to take an existing tube top that I already have, that I like the fit of it, and I'm just going to mark how big I want my top to be. So I'm just going to mark the top part of it, the tube top part, not the bottom. And then I'm just going to take my ruler, connect the dots, and then I'm going to cut it out. Pin it, and then I cut it out with my scissors. Start on both sides and then do the bottom part so that it's all even. I'm going to add a zipper in the front because the jean fabric is not stretchy and it's not going to fit over me. So I add a zipper in the front so that I can open and close it and put it on and off. So I'm just going to pin the zipper on the front. I'm just going to sew the zipper on. I'm just going to lay it on top of the fabric, sew the zipper on with a zigzag stitch, and then I'm going to cut the fabric from the back to make an opening. It'll make sense once you see it actually happening. So we're just going to go ahead and sew both sides of the zipper on. So then we're also going to sew both sides of the tube top together. I use my serger, which is my BFF. And then you can see with the back where the stitches are for the zipper that I sewed back there. I also added 2 darts on the top just so it can fit nicely. It didn't show me making the darts, but sewing a dart is not that hard. So then I'm just going to cut the excess fabric off from the back of the zipper so that there is an actual opening for me to put the put the top on and off me. So I'm just going to do that, cut that off. Make sure not to cut the zipper off on the bottom. Make sure you separate the fabric and the zipper and just only cut the fabric and not the zipper. Because then if you cut the zipper open, then it's just pointless and you're going to have to start over. So there you have it. I'm just going to fold over the bottom, both the bottom and the top. I actually serge it first and then I sew it under because I just feel like it looks cleaner when you serge it first. So then I'm going to take the rest of the fabric from the bottom of the skirt and I'm going to make the sleeves for the top. And I just cut off the excess fabric at the top right there. And then I measured my arm. I don't even think I measured my arm, honestly. I think I just cut. See how I'm pausing, trying to figure out how much I'm going to cut off. I just cut it because I know that I wanted the big bill sleeve. So then I'm going to turn them both inside out and then sew them together. Just serge that right there on both of them. Yep, serge there and serge there. And then when you come back, this is what you have. I actually hemmed the bottom and the top. In the top, I left an opening for the elastic that I'm going to put in there. Just like on both of them, they both have an opening. So I just take my elastic. I don't remember what size this was. And then my little elastic tool. You just slide it onto your elastic and it tightens on there. And then you just feed it through. I'm actually going to measure how much elastic I need first. and then cut 2 pieces of it. And then I'm going to feed it through my top. So then I start feeding it through, and I just make sure not to let the bottom of it, the end of it, go all the way through, but I just feed it all the way around until it comes out through the other side. And then you'll see what that looks like in a minute. So then there's 2 pieces right there. I'm just gonna pin both pieces of elastic because the other piece came out the bottom, came out of the other side. So that's how they look. Both of the pieces of elastic are pinned together there, and then I just sew it closed. Just sew a straight stitch around, just sew the opening closed pretty much. So then I turn them both inside out, and I'm gonna pin the sleeves to the top, and I'm just lining up the seams on the side basically. So just the side seam there is gonna be lined up with the side seam on the top, and I'm just gonna sew a straight stitch. I think I went back and forth on the stitch maybe 3 or 4 times just so it's super duper sturdy and it won't come loose. So that's the finished product of the shirt. After I tried it on, I realized it really still has no stretch and no give, so I had to add an extra piece on it because it did not fit. I mean, it fit me, but it was super duper tight, and I was like, not with it, so I had to add an extra piece of fabric. So I took another scrap piece of fabric, made it smaller, and then I'm gonna add an extension, an elastic, like an elastic band to the back. So I took this little piece of fabric, I grabbed pieces of elastic, there's just scrap pieces of elastic, and I'm just gonna sew them on there. And when you sew elastic, you have to pull it in order to stretch for it to have any stretch. Like when you're sewing, you have to pull it to stretch it out so that when you let it go, it actually is stretchy, you know? See just how I'm pulling it? I have to sew it like that so that when it's sewed on, it's gonna gather the fabric. So then it's all gathered, and then I'm going to go ahead and add it to my top. I'm going to cut the back off. I'm going to cut the middle seam because I don't want to show the middle seam in the back of the shirt. I don't want it to have too many seams because it just doesn't look right. So I'm going to cut the seam off in the middle, and then I'm going to add that extra piece onto the top just so that it can stretch and fit me because it totally did not fit me the first time. So I had to go back and do this after I thought I was done with the top. But it's trial and error. Sewing is trial and error, and there's nothing you can't fix when you sew something. So I learned that a long time ago. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin the elastic piece to the top, and then I'm actually going to hem it on the top and the bottom so that it blends in and it's all hemmed together. And that is actually it for the top. So that's how it looks like. That's before I sewed it, but after I sewed it, it looks like that as well. So then I'm just going to sew both sides down, hem it like I'm showing you here, and then that is it for the top. I mean, not for the top, for the skirt. I'm actually going, at first I just hemmed the bottom and just left it like that, but then I figured it was too boring, so I added a slit. And I didn't film me adding the slit, so all I did was just cut a slit up and then hemmed it. But this is the finished product. I really hope you guys like it. I have much more of these videos coming of me transforming thrifted items into super cute wearable things. So if you guys like this video or you like this series that I have going on, please let me know. Like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, comment down below if you like it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.